construction is how to construct or create a set of parallel lines. I have a given line here, and on my given line is a point, point T. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to follow the steps for how to construct a set of perpendicular lines. And once I do that, I will have something similar to this. Then, once I get a set of perpendicular lines, I'm going to rotate my paper this way. And I'm going to pretend that this line running horizontally here is my original line. I'm going to designate a point on this line, and I'm going to repeat the steps for perpendicular again. Then I'm going to remove that second line that I created, turn my paper back the correct way, and look what I have. I have a set of parallel lines. Are you ready to get started? Let's start from the beginning. The first thing we're going to do is to create a set of perpendicular lines. And I have just reviewed over the steps for that. Step 1 is to draw an arc from T. So place your pointer on T, swing an arc. When we swing this arc, we have two new points. I will call that U and V. We are going to now use U and V to swing two small arcs. And remember, before you swing these two small arcs, Ms. Jones always suggests that you pull the pencil away from the stylus just slightly. Now, place your pointer on U, and I'm going to place my two arcs down here. One is being swung from U. Now I'm going to place my stylus on V, and I'm going to swing the other one from point V. I'm going to place a point here and give that point a name, point W. So far, if you're paying attention, you've noticed that basically what I've done so far is the perpendicular construction. As you can see, that's what I have. I have a set of perpendicular lines. But now I'm going to turn or rotate my paper 90 degrees. And I'm going to ask that you kind of ignore the first line that was given to you. And I want you to now imagine that this is the line that we're going to create a perpendicular to. And our perpendicular line is going to pass through W. So now I'm going to repeat the exact same steps that I just did, which is swing an arc from W. Place the stylus on W. Swing an arc. Now, what do you notice happened here? My arc is beyond my line. But do not let that bother you, because the arrow at the end indicates that this is a line, thus it travels infinitely in this direction. So I'm going to lay down my straight edge, and I'm going to extend that line. When I swung this arc, this gave me two new points, and points need names. I'm going to call this point A and point B. I am now going to use point A and B to swing two small arcs. And before I swing these two small arcs, once again, I suggest that you pull the pencil a little further away from the stylus. I'm going to place my pointer on A. I'm going to swing an arc from A. I'm going to place my pointer on B. I'm going to swing an arc from B. Where these two arcs intersected, place a point. I'm going to give that point a name, and I'm going to call it F. Now I'm going to use my straight edge to connect W to F. Now I'm going to turn my paper back the way it was at the beginning of this construction, and look what I have. I have a set of parallel lines. And to conclude this construction, we're going to make a statement about our two parallel lines. We're going to say line segment UV, this one at the top, is parallel to line segment FV. W.